Hello friends, welcome back to Mule S Academy. In this session, we are going to discuss about the secure configuration properties. So this module comes into picture when we talked about environment specific properties, and we talked about sensitive properties where we'll be having username, password, we'll be having client ID secrets, or sometimes we use the tokens. Okay, so some sensitive information you want to mask it or hide it from the instead of keeping it in text format in your property files. Okay, so we'll see that how many ways we can encrypt it, how many ways we can decrypt it, whether do we have any tools available to do that, or do we need to write our own logic? Do we have any plugins available so that we can do it in the Anypoint Studio itself? Or do we have any UI, web UI available, or any applications available on internet which we can use it? Okay. So fortunately, we have all three options available. We'll see one by one in the demo. Before that, I'll encourage everyone to please subscribe the channel, hit the like button, and hit the bell icon so that you'll get notifications to all upcoming videos. Thank you. Okay, let's jump on to the demo part. So you can see on my screen, we have all three options. I have given the links also. Anyway, all these links I'll mention in the description below also. Okay, for this video. So let's jump on to the demo part. So let's first go to the first link. So I have copied this to my notepad. So if I go to my notepad here, so I have all these three things links available. So we'll go with the first option first. Let me copy this link. So we'll see. So this link is for our MuleSoft documentation. In the MuleSoft documentation, they have already mentioned how many ways we can encrypt the sensitive properties, and they have given the tool also. So let's first download the tool, and this is the Java tool. Okay, so let me download that tool first. So I keep it on desktop. Let me keep it on the desktop. Okay, now there are three ways we can encrypt our sensitive properties. First, directly whatever string you want to encrypt, you can pass it here. Okay, so this is the command. We'll take this command as it is and go down here. So we'll first make this command in single line. So this is our command. So what we are going to do here, just a second. Now this is the proper command. So this, as I said, this is a Java tool, and this is a jar file we just now downloaded. And from that jar file, this is the class we are going to use. And then here we'll be getting three options: string option, file options, and file level options. That those are nothing but your methods. Okay. And what option? These are the parameters we'll be passing to that method. So I want to encrypt it. Which algorithm we are using for encryption? That is Blowfish. I'm using it. What is the mode we are using? That is CBC. What is the encryption key? Okay. So that is your encryption key. And then whatever string you want to encrypt, that we pass it here. Okay, so let's first go to our Anypoint Studio and create one simple project. So I have created simple project called secure-config demo, and we'll create a simple config.yaml file over here. Okay, so I have created. So first of all, what we'll do, we'll get this string and go to my Anypoint Studio, and your string will be like this. Okay, let's say this is your client ID. So instead of putting like this, I'll just put. Okay, so let's say this is my client ID. Now you can go ahead and encrypt this value. So for that, what I'll do, I'll bring my jar which I have downloaded. Just now we have downloaded, right? So copy that and paste it here itself. So that tool will be pasting here itself. Let's go ahead and say paste here. So now sir, secure properties tool.jar, which is coming from this. We are downloaded from here. Okay, so let's do the first type of encryption, which is passing string value, and you'll get encrypted value. So let's go ahead and do that. So for that, I'll go to my command line first. So there is a shortcut. We can go to this, go to properties here, try to create this, and it will take you to the resources folder. From here, you can directly start the command line. Okay, so this is the command line. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll take this command now. Okay, so instead of this, now my value is, close this. This is my value. I'll go ahead and I'll change this. Okay, not getting copied. Copy, go to command line, notepad, change this value. Okay, the first type of encryption we are doing, which is string level. Okay, copy this command, go to command line, it will give you the encrypted value. Copy this encrypted value. Okay, there should not be any space. There should not be any space. Okay. Copy it. Go to your Anypoint Studio instead of this. Now I'll be putting value in this way, but there is a syntax. Okay, I'll show you how to write that syntax also. So now if you see here, we got this encrypted value now. Okay, so what we can do, there is a, we cannot give this in double quotes. So we need to say explicitly that this value is encrypted value. Okay, so exclamatory and square bracket. Okay, so this is the one way of doing it. Okay, now save this. So what I'll do, I'll just rename this file and I'll say, first one, this is int string level. Okay. Come on. Okay, so this file I have saved it. Now I'll create new file in the same folder. Okay, and this time I'll say config hyphen file. Okay, this is the second method we are going to use now. Then okay. Finish. Now Control C, the same pattern I'll use it here. Control V, and if you remember what is the value of my this one. Okay, and please remember the file name. Now we are going to execute the second method of doing encryption. So now this time I need to pass method value as file. Okay, and operation encrypt blowfish. So I'll take this command now. Go to my notepad. Control V. Again, Control H. I'll make it a single line. Okay. Now, same command till here. Only instead of string now we are using file. Okay. Operation again encrypt blowfish. This is the mode. MuleSoft is my encryption key. Now, here I'll be passing my file name, which is config hyphen file, and I'll get a new file which will be generated for me. I'll give a name called out. Now this command I'll be running from the same command line here. I'll just say enter. My command executed successfully. If I go and refresh my main resources folder, refresh it, I'll get a new file here. See, have a look at it. See, New file got created, and if you see the string level, same content. Right? We did this manually for string. For example, it will be hectic job if you have hundreds of properties, right? You cannot go string by string and generate this value and paste it here. The better option is this one. Okay. Now, there could be a scenario that you want the entire file has to be encrypted. Yes, that also we can be doing. So let's go ahead and again create new file here. And say config hyphen, I will just say complete file. Okay, dot yaml. Create it. We'll get empty file. We'll just copy the content from here. Control A, Control C. Paste it here. Control V. Now instead of having properties like this, I can encrypt entire file content. So I can add here client underscore secret colon. Here we say I'll just pass this client. Okay. Now save this. Now let me go back to the third option now. So if you see here, our third option is the method name will change. Okay. Things will be same. The method name will become file hyphen level. Okay. Now your method. So only difference in this command and the third option is file hyphen level. Okay. So now here my file name is input file name is complete, right? And the same name I'll use it here also. So I'll get output file. Let's go ahead and run this command. My command line here. Command execute successfully. If I go to my project and say refresh, you'll be able to see the file. See now, complete content of that file has been encrypted. Okay. So these are the three options available. Okay. So now, so this we are doing by using the Java tool, which is given or provided by the MuleSoft itself. And that link I'll share in the description. Okay. So these are three ways. Now, second option, which I was sharing is there any plugin available in the Anypoint Studio itself? Okay. This we were doing outside, right? We are using Java tool and then we'll be doing that, encrypting the property. Now, yes, there is option. So let's go ahead and see that. Okay. So you need to go to your help here and say install new software. Okay. And you need to pass the site name here. Okay. So that site name that also I'll share in the description below. Copy this. Okay. Go to your Anypoint Studio, paste it and say add. Give a name to your repository. So add it to repository and give a name to this plugin. So I'll just say secure, config module. Okay, say add. Now select this premium option. Go ahead and select this and then say next. It will ask you to trust the certificate. We'll wait for that option. Okay, say next. Okay, accept. The pop-up will come. We'll wait for that. So you can see the bottom, it's getting installed now. And finally, it will ask you to so right now it's downloading. Let's see. So let me close all these files. Okay. So I'll pause for some time because it's showing it will take some time. Now you can see that I got the option installed anyway. So I just click it. Okay, it will say trust this certificate, accept it. It will install. Okay. Now you can see that installing software 83% is done. Restart now. So my Anypoint Studio will be restarted. So I'll take a pause till that my Anypoint Studio comes up. Okay, so my Anypoint Studio is loaded, restarted fully. Okay, so now let's go to our project first and let's go to the main. Now this time, what I'll do, I'll create a new configuration file. So I'll just go ahead and I'll create a new configuration file. Okay, so I'll just say config hyphen. This time I'm just giving a little different name. Okay. So this tool works with the dot properties and YAML file case. Okay, no worries about that. Okay, so let's go ahead and create. Once you create it, close it and right click on that file, right click on file and say open with. So open with, if you don't find, that option, which option I'm talking about Mule properties editor. Okay, go ahead and select that. And you can say use it for all star files. You can say that here, star.yaml files. Once you open it, see here, it gives a little different UI. What it will give a plus icon here, it will give a delete icon here. You just go ahead and click on it. Okay, now key and value. Okay, so you need to pass our key. So basically go ahead and say, client underscore ID, and we can give ABC 1 2 3 4 5. This is let's say my client ID. Now say encrypt. Okay, so here you need to select the algorithm. So let's select the algorithm called Glowfish, and I use a key name called MuleSoft. Go ahead and you see you will get the encrypted value over here and say okay. You will get here. Now if you want to delete this or add new file, okay, we can say add new property. Now this time we say client underscore secret, and this time say XYZ 1 2 3 4 5 and say encrypt. Okay, so now, and if you decrypt, it will give you a normal value. If you decrypt it, it will give normal value. Encrypt it, it will give you the encrypted value. This way you can use this tool, this plugin. Okay, so this is the second option. We can secure, we can encrypt or secure properties with the help of plugin. Okay, so save everything. Now third option, which is, I will go to my notepad again. So we talked about this URL, we talked about this URL. Now third URL, I'll talk about. So someone deployed the application here in the cloud hub. You can see that this is the cloud hub application. Okay, and this is US-East1. Okay, so in this region, someone deployed application secure properties application, and that application has a web UI. So we'll go ahead and open it. So we'll try to access that application, and it has all three options. See, string level, file level, and complete file. Okay, so now if you select here option, let's say you want to encrypt it, I'll use the Glowfish algorithm, CPC default state, and I'll give the key value here. So again, this is my encryption key. So this is MuleSoft, and key, we'll use key as. So this is my encryption key, MuleSoft. Okay, and the value, let's say ABC 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, it will generate the encrypted value for this. Okay, you can see the, and this value you can use it. Go to your close this one, and you can open here So it's actually opening in for all the YAML files, it's doing that. So what I can do is go to text editor here and go here, say client underscore decrypt colon, paste your value, and you know how to, do this, right? So there's a syntax. So this will be a manual, a little hectic process, right? Yeah. So this is the way you can use the UI, but I cannot give a guarantee that till what time this web applications will be available or not, but other two options will be always available. Okay, so you can go ahead and you select the file. You can bring your file here. You can completely use the file level option. Okay, and these are the three useful options when we were talking about secure properties. You can go ahead. It will take you to the same documentation link which we have used for our first option. Here you can see all these options are available. Okay, so hope this will be useful for you, and thanks for watching. Please subscribe the channel. Please hit the bell icon so that you'll get notification to the upcoming videos, and please like the video and let me know in the comment below, if you are looking for any specific topic explanation or something. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.